Right then, let's have a go. Homemade pizza in real time. I've already got the pizza dough ready. So I'll make the pizza and then we'll talk about it. Pizza dough into a hot cast iron pan. The oven's on, stinking hot, with a grill on the top as well. The gas is on underneath the pizza, under the pizza pan. A little bit of homemade tomato sauce. You can see how the pizza's already starting to cook with the hot pan. Onions next, I think. Cooked onions. A bit of pepper. Homemade wild garlic pesto. I'm having to use it up because it's starting to get, it had a little bit of mould on top of it, so I'm going to have to use it up. Terrible, eh? Unfortunate. That's that. Feta. Not Italian at all. Don't really care. Going to use it all because I'm feeling greedy. Now, home cured bacon next. It's a little bit fatty, so I cut the fat off. Well, not all the fat, but some of it. That's that. And then pecorino. I just prefer it to mozzarella. No, not mozzarella. Parmesan. Or Parmesan. However you want to call it. That. Oh, I missed the bacon. That's that. And then back into a stinking hot oven. Quick wash my hands. Turn the gas off. And then we'll see how we go. Quick tidy down. Get rid of the stuff because we're going to need that tray on the board. That and that and that. I can go there and put the pizza on it. Equipment ready. I want that. And there's a knife. Trusty pastry knife. Get that out of the way. So the dough is so I made bread yesterday, so the dough is leftover sourdough dough, which I just added a bit more flour to, so it's a little bit more firmer. I always, if I'm going to make bread, I think to myself, oh, well, I might as well make a little bit more, and then I can have pizza the same day. Just kind of killing two birds with one stone. If I'm going to be standing somewhere and needing bread for 10 minutes, I might as well be needing a slightly bigger batch of bread, and then I can have pizza the next day. I don't have a pizza stone. What I use is a cast iron paella pan, and it's really good because it holds the heat. So what I do is I have the oven on full whack. It's at max at the moment, and I have it on fan, and I have it on the grill setting as well. So it's just about as hot as it can be, and the pizza is right at the top of the oven. I don't want to have to take the clamp off, so otherwise I would show you. So have the oven on for at least half an hour before you start, with the pizza pan in, and then when you're about ready to make the pizza, take the cast iron, get everything ready, like I had everything ready, with spoons in jars and grated cheese and cut up bacon and the pizza dough. I didn't roll it out, I teased it out, so because it had quite a lot of air in it, so it'll keep some of that air. And then get the gas on and put the paella pan on the gas, so it's keeping the pan warm make your pizza as quickly as possible, and then back in the oven at the very top, and it should take 5 minutes. I'll just have a quick look. Yeah, it'll take about 5. Well, we'll be able to see, won't we? Because we're making a video. Yeah. So I think I don't know what to talk about. What we can do. So if we're going to talk about the actual outlay of cost of a paella pan, it's quite expensive. So I was thinking alternatives, and what I do have is I have an old frying pan which I've taken the handle off. I've got 2 frying pans the same. So as you can see on the frying pan handle, there is just a screw there, and what you can do is you can unscrew that, take the plastic handle off, and then what you've got is a metal tray which is relatively thick, which you can use in the oven for making pizzas. So if you didn't want to outlay and getting a big cast iron pan, what I'd recommend is buying a frying pan, and a good half decent quality one, and then taking the handle off. I wouldn't leave the handle on and hold it underneath the grill, because there will be a danger that it's gonna melt the handle. But you just have to be a little bit more careful with handling that, because it's got no handle. So it's just a little bit more difficult to move around, and it's just not as big as a paella pan. But that's what I'd use instead of investing in something like a pizza stone, or investing in a cast iron pan. I would invest in a half decent quality frying pan that's quite thick, and that's how I'd make my pizza. And then if it worked out and if it was going well, then I would invest in a pizza stone or a paella pan. I'd stick with the paella pan personally, because I think it's much more versatile than a pizza stone. I did look at the price of pizza stones, and they seem to be kind of quite expensive. Whereas I think you'd get a half decent cast iron paella pan for 15-20 quid. Yeah, or kind of scour around the charity shops, and you probably find one a little bit cheaper. Just a little bit longer on the pizza, but it's almost there. So you can see how fast it is, and as long as you are prepared before you start the pizza, then it's really quick. Really quick. So I think, dare I take it out? It's looking nice and brown on top. So I just want the bacon to go that little bit more crispy. The added bonus of heating the pan up beforehand is you're not losing any heat in the oven, because the pan's nice and hot, and you're also going to cook the pizza a lot quicker because you're getting heat from the top and from the bottom. The same process as a pizza stone. I'm thinking about having a play around with those big pizza slices that you see in pizza shops, the ones that are made out of like plyboard. But I'll get around to that'll be at a later date, so then you could make your pizza beforehand. And also the idea of keeping the gas on, it keeps the paella pan hot, and it starts to cook the bottom, so you get like a crispy bottom. And who doesn't like a crispy bottom? And there we go, pizza ready. Pull it off. Slightly, a little bit more than I wanted on top. Comes straight out the pan. Easy peasy. Move the pan, I don't want to burn myself. Really hot, so I don't want to be messing with that. And then you can see how crispy the pizza is, and how much the dough's puffed up there. And I think that's just about as good a pizza as you could make at home. And it will be delicious, but it's obviously going to burn my mouth off. So I'm not going to eat it in front of you and make a complete fool of myself. And there we go. I think that's successful. I'd say so.